with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Hey, pick your game up.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, shoot.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All day, dog.
Ready.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Let's set a tone.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 3rd down, Humphries. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Buccaneers have it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Set. 30 base.
45. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hit it.
On third down, Humphries. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. To throw on second down. Holloway. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Holloway. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on second down. Holloway. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
To throw on third down. Holloway, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down, here's Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
On third down, Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Barber. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. Humphries. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Humphries. And he completes it to Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Let's go, defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Chopper. Chopper. Ready.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Ready. Mike
51. Hey, tight.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd and long. Holloway, he's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 28, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down. Humphries. This goes to Barber, the running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 1 yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off play action. Humphries. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. First and Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Humphries. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out just 1 yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Humphries. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
45. Watch the run.
5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 1 yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Humphries. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Humphries. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the slant.
Hey. Hey, Steve 6. Steve Griffin.
From the gun, Holloway. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check team spill. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Smooth.
2nd and 5. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Hit it.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Oh, you got D?
Big grip.
Off the play fake. Holloway. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Stay on the slot. Stay on the slot. Watch one. Watch one.
Hey, exit.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, orbit.
And the blitz does come. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Go.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Hey.
Topper. On the ball.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Kill. Check 20.
Hey, Wahoo! Ready?
Operating from the gun, Holloway. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yes.
That's me. Check 93.
Hey, Alpha,
Hey, defense.
look at me. Door, fight.
From the gun, Holloway. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
45. Mike, 45.
Ready? SOS.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A carry for Barber. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll run here with Barber. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now in Jacksonville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Man out. Watch safety.
They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Rosa's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check. 61, matchbox lights. Bravo. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Humphries. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hey, Delta. 5.
Back to throw. Humphries. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a party now.
Let's go.
Throwing after the interception. Humphries. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. Looking to throw. Humphries letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Humphries. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Barber. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Holloway. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7 if he made one more play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, General West.
Now Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Holloway. That's taken in by Callaway. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Buzz. Right. Big grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Go.
Throwing again. Holloway. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Greystone travels.
Alert 3.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.